Yeah. Overseas with it. Niggas claim they hot, where that money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where that money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where that money at? Fuck you, and that fake watch, where that money at? Yeah. Niggas think they hot, where that money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where that money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where that money at? Fuck you, and that fake watch, where that money at? Yeah. Slipping on my pimpin', nigga, never that. Always had more women than bitches, nigga, roger that. Money is the root of all evil, get the fuck back. We've been brainwashed from a fetus just to get scratch that. Now I'm on a mission just to get dope. Physical or crypto, from the 9 to 5 or a kick dough. When shit get cold, like the hometown of Klitschko. Vladimir, your boys out of here with the sick flow. Now I ain't no rushing, but I'm rushing through this budget. I turn the booth into a gun, raise the way I'm busting. I caught the whole onion, then I got it from my cousin. In and out of traffic, toe tagging, we be hustling. I understand and shine first and realize your time worth. Can't be rich until you enrich your mind first. But I'ma be ignorant with my black ass and probably swipe my black card to blind black man. Yeah. Niggas say they hot, where that money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where that money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where that money at? Fuck you, and that fake watch, where that money at? Yeah. Niggas say they hot, where that money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where that money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where that money at? Fuck you, and that fake watch, where that money at? Yeah. That moolah, that cheese, that fettuccine, that guala is what a nigga after, so holla at me tomorrow. I'm looking for investors to throw some bread at the startup. Straight to the top, I'm cream of the crop with the product. Money isn't everything, but in this society, you gotta have funds to have fun, so don't lie to me. 153 million the fucking lottery. World keeps spinning, I just mold it like fucking pottery. Fuck that poverty shit, my niggas gotta get rich. Hip hop over everything like hippopotamus clicks. Niggas wanna hate, that be on some anonymous shit. People wanna relate, they wanna be a part of my clique. We are not with the shits, the toilet did not get fixed. All less fail, every door come off the hinge. $1 million in my bank account, as sweet as revenge. 75% in the savings, making some sense. Niggas say they hot, where that money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where that money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where that money at? Fuck you, and that fake watch, where that money at? Yeah. Niggas claim they hot, where that money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where that money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where that money at? Fuck you, and that fake watch, where that money at? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. We man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's God Killer in the house, and I'm coming to do what I got to do, and I'm gonna do what I got to do. I'm standing tall, I'm standing strong. Hey, Bobby banging this bitch. I see you. Man, y'all know what it is. Y'all see the title. Chef up the black. The pseudo killers embrace the blackness. Never let them control the narrative. Man, they always do it, man. They always do it. They always want to control the narrative. Let me tell y'all something, man. I learned something in the world. Never let the suckers control the narrative. Never let them do it, because they'll mix and match and put in the narrative what they want. Man, now check this out, man. This is what I learned from the years of dealing with black people in America that claim to have knowledge and wisdom and the whole 9 yards. They always want to control the narrative. So I learned from that. It was the cult leader that wanted to control the narrative. And they controlled every single aspect of it. It didn't have to be right. It just had to sound good. And see, that's where we at right now. You're never going to find me making up something about an individual, saying they said something they didn't say. And if I get it wrong, then I'm going to say, you know what? I got that wrong. even people that I don't even mess with, for real, if they say something and I got it wrong, man, as a man, as a responsible YouTuber, as a person that claims to fight for proper information, I gotta say when I'm wrong. We had a great example of that yesterday. That good guy get on my damn nerves. I be wanting to squeeze his neck to his head pop off. But he was like, nah, that ain't how I quite went with the word convergence. He said, you mentioned it first. I was like, nah, I ain't mentioned that first. I said, Jabari asked me about the thing. I'm like, nah, I'm not. I'm like, the hell with that. I'm going to play it. And I played it. I'm sitting back. And I be damned, I did actually mention it first. I actually did. Now, little did that good guy know it actually worked in my favor. Ain't my fault. Don't hate me. Hate the game. The game made me. Ain't my fault. So yeah, I did mention it first. But the way I mentioned it, it fit the definition that I was talking about. So that even made Jabari look even crazier when he broke the word confluence and then tried to act like I didn't know what it mean. Now we found out that God daggone the quote unquote nutty professor didn't know what it meant. He thought it just meant when rivers and water converge. Who knew that a person that gets paid to be an expert in their field wouldn't know that? The point I'm trying to make here is that when I'm wrong, man, I can be wrong. We're all going to be wrong. Hell, even experts going to be wrong. So basically, man, we got this show coming up tonight. I want y'all to be here, man. It's going to be on the Pseudo Killas, man. We might rotate it back and forth, right? We do know that the introduction in chapter 1 will be on the Pseudo Killas. Now, this is for the audience, man. I need the audience to participate. Coco Kitty, what's going on with you? Zan, what it do, what it do? Boy, I see we got the Pseudo Killer Army in here. Miss Bennett, how do you do? Who else we got in here? 777 Mon 2.20, man, Pseudo Kill Official, Rob Mac, Joel Armstrong, Pseudo Killers in the building. Man, I see you. Shango, what's good, bro? That's my man right there. Good peoples. And the lovely Black Widow, Miss Tiff, Pseudo Killer Official. Man, they all in here. Cedric, what's going on? What it do? What it do? What it do? Y'all really want to know why we're here, right? Let me get back to this book. Man, I need y'all to participate. Y'all can download the audiobook right now. Listen to the introduction in the first chapter, man, and be part of the conversation. If you're in the server, you should already have a copy of this, yo. We taking off our damn suit and tie, and we're going to kick back. We're going to have a healthy discussion around here. We ain't doing a lecture. We ain't doing that, man, because guess what? This book right here is the foundation of what we do. There's 2 books here. There's a book behind me, right? Right here, The War on Science by Sean Otto. And right here, man. It's the foundation. We in the thick of it. Make sure y'all be here tonight around 8. Around 8. Man, make sure y'all be there, man. And big up to everybody that got up and on their way to work in traffic listening to me this morning, man. Y'all didn't have to tune in, man. Appreciate it, man. I see you, Davis. What's good with you, man? Top of the morning to you. Tals, what's going on with the bad signal? Probably said your name wrong. Look, man, so Chef Up. Y'all know who the hell Chef is. We ain't gonna play with that shit, man. I'm flipping through the YouTube. You know, I did an 8-hour shift on YouTube last night. And I run across Chef. I say, man, this nigga shit be innovative. I'm gonna give him that. I say, all right. Then I hear him say, he does that thing that dude do. It's the thing that I always say, man, I don't like that nigga. Now, he like everybody, but I don't like everybody. Now, I don't mean I hate him. I don't mean I want to cuss him out like that. But sometimes I damn near want to grab his neck and squeak. I said damn near. I didn't say I want to squeak because there's some dudes. I want to squeeze their head like your boy. I want to squeeze his neck to his head, just pop off. And then put a new head on there. Chef, I don't really want to argue, but I be like, man, come on, dog. He's an expert at fashioning narratives that's not even reasonable. What was the narrative that he tried to fashion? Y'all see it in the title. He claims that all of a sudden the pseudo killers, and this one for the pseudo killers, is some kind of wild way denying their blackness. Wait a minute. Pseudo killers understand themselves to be Black Americans, African Americans. I think we clearly understand that. Most of us been through different movements of African this and African that, and we fit safely into understanding what Africa is and what it ain't. We fit safely into knowing what a Black American is, and we clearly understand what the hell I mean when I say Black African power. People will always misunderstand what you said and mistakenly say what you didn't say. What we have never said was that we don't understand what black is. Matter of fact, we didn't put the black in ChatGPT. We talked about what black meant to the Egyptians. We talked about what black meant to the African Americans. We gave the full history. We went down the road. We went from Negro to colored to black to African American. We did the whole damn thing. But Chef and Al want to get up on that damn thing and talk that talk just for y'all. That's the bullshit right there. At no point did anybody on the Pseudo Killer forget what the hell blackness was. As a matter of fact, blackness to the African American has been downright empowering. It was the fight and the struggle despite the negativity placed on black based off of colonialism. So we clearly understand what it means. And then we're sharp enough, sharp as a heart, to not place that blackness on ancient cultures because they just didn't have it. That's why we did the shows detailing what black meant to the Egyptians in the Nile Valley and what black meant to the African Americans. Two different histories, two different experiences shaped around blackness. That's how you know that nigga made that shit up. That's how you know. And I'm always having the ability to find that point where you know that nigga made it up. Because if I'm saying Black African power, then how could I forget about the blackness? Only the pseudos would say, you saying Egyptians ain't black, you going against the blackness, and how you say Black African power, unk. I'm smelling a little twinge of pseudo when Chef does this. He would have to be. Or he's just doing that chef him up thing. You know, when you take a piece from here, piece from there, and form a narrative. I ain't gonna never do nobody like that, man. You got to be blind and can't hear shit, right? To think that African Americans that's proud of being African Americans and Black Americans don't know what the hell black meant. We know what it meant when they had the goddamn signs up. White bathroom, colored bathroom. I think we understand that. We understood what it was for Martin Luther King to step up. We understood what it was for Malcolm X to step up. We understand the difference between Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. We understand the Nation of Islam is the goddamn cult and yell to the top of their voice, blackness. We understand all that. So anybody saying that we don't understand or have given up blackness based off what other dudes is teaching, you're trying to control the narrative, and I ain't going for it. I almost went live last night. I say, nah, I ain't gonna do it. Nah, I'm gonna let my man have his thing. Now, he don't name call, but see, that's part of his package. Try to be friends with everybody. I'm not concerned about being friends with everybody. And I barely agree with half of that shit dudes is talking about. Now, Chef agrees with 99% this, 3.5%. That's on him. I ain't trying to be friendly in this thing right here. I want to make sure we get the education right. If you messing it up, you messing it up. And them dudes have been messing it up. Now, Chef and them, they've been real close to the conversation. Matter of fact, the war started with them right here. That whole Egypt conversation. And this is where the rubber meets the road. There was statements taken out of place. I beat you to it, Chef. Don't hate me, hate the game, baby. Don't hate me, hate the game. I beat you to it because I knew that my words would be taken out of its proper context. So they halfway played the clip. Now, the clip I'm about to play was me saying when I say African, I mean black. But if you start right there, you might be a little confused. But in the true essence, I was simply taking you down the road all the way back to the 1800s. When the first Europeans came into Africa and was making points of misunderstanding what they was looking at based off of the mystery of it. And when they first applied the word Negro in the Portuguese language means black. So they was calling these people Negroes. They wasn't using the word black. They was Portuguese speakers saying Negro. Black. That's what they called us. And then by the time they went to Egypt, they was like, ain't no way. Negroes built this civilization. That was the argument. So at that point in time, since they was going to Africa, those people in Africa were Africans and they was Negroes. Africa, Negroes. Black, Africa. The thing was running synonymous at that particular time period. In steps Dr. Ben and them. Dr. Ben and them, right? Negroes, black, Africa, it all went together for them. Regardless of whether it was a racialized statement or not. Regardless, that's what they were saying. This generation right here, where we at right now, we removed that term because, like I said in the clip, it's very confusing. And guess when I really realized it was confusing? I realized it was confusing when I'm sitting there looking at these dudes, and they was actually arguing about whether they was African or not. See, this is what they won't tell you. That Chef and Corey and all them, they was arguing over whether they was African or not. And that was our damn argument. We ain't had an argument where they was black. And every now and then, Corey and Chef would shift that shit. Oh, you saying they black? And I used to say, bro, the Raw Squad ain't never said that the Egyptians was African American. You can't find that tape. And they found a way to slip. When I beat them up over here on the African part, then they dive to the black part. And I was on the show and I was like, oh, I see now. Y'all playing. Y'all see, I got y'all on the African thing because I used to pull up my good old famous Wikipedia article. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. That was the foundation. Pull up my good old-fashioned science article. Y'all know what the climate control of the Sahara. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's called the race theory, the Egyptian race theory. Y'all know them two things. I've been using that like a trusty old horse. Old trusty. And they would run to the black part. Yo, you trying to say they African American, you say they black. And it got very confusing. And at that point, I say, nah, I see what it is. I got you. I ain't using black no more. Now, how didn't I know? Based off of the sources that I put there that black was an anachronism, applying it to that ancient civilization, because that's what the sources said exactly. So I wouldn't have forgotten that. But the confusion was using the word black at all. And I said, yo, I got to be sharper than that. I got to make sure this is clear because I see what they're trying to do to me. And from that point going forward, that was 2 years ago, I said, I won't even use that word black on that. It's an anachronism. It doesn't fit there, right? It's not proper to talk about that in that manner because y'all playing with me. That's the real story. Beat you to it, chef. Let me play the clip. How you know I beat him to it? Here it go. Here go the clip. I grabbed the show. Not there. Hold on. Hold up. Let me see. Hold on. Here it go. That ain't it. What in the world? Oh, I gotta be right here. Hey man, make sure y'all support us this evening, yo. Oh, that ain't it. Where this at? Where it at? I got it. I did this show a day ago. I was telling some friends of mine, I'm like, I look for that clip. I say, man, they're gonna try to use that against me, man. I said, go try to use that against me, man. I say, man, I need to get that. I need to play that. And I be damned. They tried to use that against me. Yo, you ain't that sharp there, shorty. I knew it. I knew it. I say, man, they always try. The difference between me and yo, I ain't really trying to beat Chef and them, yo. I ain't really trying to beat nobody, yo. I'm actually trying to make sure y'all get the information right, yo. There seems to be a healthy competition with me and everybody else, yo. And then when I realize it's a competition, I step all the way the fuck up, then everybody get mad. Oh, he doing too much. He did 8 hours on Jabari and them. He went over and over. Why did he do it? Because that's how I get down. All the way down. And I'm never going to stop. So I'm somebody, you probably just need to leave me alone. Leave that old man alone. Since I'm an old man now. Since y'all classify a nigga in his 50 old man. Leave me alone, yo. Because I'm going to keep going. When you sleep, I'm going to wake up and keep going. When you woke, I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to stop. I have no reasons to stop at all. This is what I do. I don't stop. But if you get it right, if you don't mischaracterize what I'm saying, I'm going to tip my damn hat. And good job there, bro. You got me. I don't mind getting got, because when I get got, that means I learned something. Right? And then I'm always aware of not ever wanting to be wrong. That would put you in what they would call a damn cult, because that's what cult leaders do. The cult leader is never ever wrong. Let's see where we at. Bam! Y'all see it. Y'all see that show? Unc delivers the final death blow. Chief X. Old Kingdom style. This the video. That's me. Y'all see it. Both videos. So I'm playing a clip of me playing a clip. We're gonna call that play a clip, play a clip. Beat him to it. Don't hate me, shorty. Here you go. Let me see.
African was synonymous with being black.
They called the black
Cool.
Oh, so he did understand what the hell I said. Oh. So now we get that African was synonymous with being called black. See what I'm saying? Okay, so it wasn't no confusion right there, huh? Wasn't no confusion. Fucking interesting here. So he just did that on purpose then. Did that whole show on purpose.
Cool. Now,
When they was enslaving people, they called them Africans and Negroes. Exactly what they did. That shouldn't be up for debate, but people will do that though. to get you off really what you're saying, to fake you up, fake you out, play the whole game. Let's continue. I don't even know how you're feeling in that shit. I was all the way there because I knew he was going to do it. And he did it last night. He must have didn't see the show. I knew it. He did what I knew he was going to do. And I woke up. I was like, where's that clip at? This was the night, couple nights ago. I was like, man, I just woke up in the morning because that's when you fresh of thought. And I was like, boom, I'm gonna find that shit. And I found it. Oh, what tangle where we weave when we practice to deceive. Mm, 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 mm. Mm.
Oh, hold on, but that's not your issue, is it? When we say black, right?
My issue is
no, come on.
science and biology. That's my issue.
I'm trying to understand Chef Ron. Let him.
Yeah.
Nah, hey, Chief X, yo, you matter of fact, you ain't pay that bounce.
Come on, Unc.
Why you on Chief X head? Because he said there wasn't no sub-Saharan Africans in Egypt. And he himself proves that by claiming the Nubians were sub-Saharan African. Said there was no nappy-head people in Egypt. And he put some money on it and he lost. So I'm not even never trying to hear what he's saying. So if you're looking at this video for the first time, you say, oh, he's cutting them off. No, I'm not. I really can't tolerate a nigga that bet you and then don't pay. Yeah, where that money at, nigga? I don't even like the bet. I don't like the bet because I don't like the pay. But damn it, if a nigga do bet me, need to be paying. We all heard him say, I ain't no nappy head niggas in here. Like he done took a hair sample from the last 4,000 years and can make that determination. Wildest statement ever. And see, he will never take that back though. That's the difference. I'm not saying I'm the pious one, but if I'm wrong, I'm gonna say, you know what, y'all, I just got that wrong, yo. Let's keep it moving. That way the whole community learn, yo. We learn from each other's mistakes. Wise man learns from other mistakes, and a damn fool learns from his own mistakes. Let's keep rocking. And keep running their mouth. Hard to tolerate a person like that. So I have low level tolerance, and I really don't want to hear what he's saying. I'm not actually interested in it. Let's keep this moving.
Are we gonna have a conversation tonight?
He not gonna let me. He not gonna let me get clarity. He not.
Yeah, you clarity because you're trying to muddy the waters.
I'm not. Yo, you. Fuck.
It is.
All right, do you, yo?
Because
do
you'll say
yo.
they're African and then talk about.
So you'll let. So we let you talk. We let you talk, but you won't let nobody else talk.
Yeah, I don't think the audience heard his point yet because he was just interrupting.
So what, nigga?
I'm just trying to I want to have a conversation. I'm trying to understand everybody.
You ain't barely supposed to be on here. You're supposed to pay that money.
Okay, so I shouldn't understand people. Okay, go ahead. We don't need no understanding.
Go ahead, Chef.
No,
I
yo,
was
just
definitely rude.
Do what you gonna do, yo.
I was definitely cut off artists there. Definitely that.
Oh, we got a back chat for all of this, yo. I want you to make your point because you don't care if you understand somebody else's point. You got your no. We can do that in the back chat.
Explain it. Go ahead. I'm gonna mute out. Get it
All right. So what I'm saying is, you understand that it's just not what we call black people in Africa, right? Reggie understands that it's just not black people in Africa. So our conversation didn't move past the 1600s.
So whatever kind of people in Africa then, Chef?
What?
Yeah, what other people in Africa before other people start migrating?
The Berbers in them, they not black.
They've been there forever, nigga.
Right.
What? They black.
Fuck it.
If you want to do that,
They
African.
not. They African. They are African, but they're not black, yo.
See, that's the confusion right there. See? Who the hell understands that? They black. They not African, but they black. But they African and they not black. That don't make no sense. You can't make no sense out of that. That's why you got to remove the damn word. Because it's actually a word that can be applied to anybody with brown skin, dark to brown skin. So if you want to say that there was all light-skinned people in Egypt, then you probably should just say that. You would have to say that. You'd be wrong that you left feet, but that's how you would say it. Because we don't know what the hell you mean when you saying black. That's when I realized, oh, confusion. Watch this. Watch this. So
God damn.
I'm gonna say it again, bro.
And everybody in the community agree with that, though. You know that, right? So hold on. Hey, check. Y'all know y'all agree. Everybody believe that the Berbers and those North Africans, before we start having this conversation, we all believe that the Berbers were a part of an invading pop.
Nah, that was some crazy niggas who've been studying for the last 10 years understood the Berbers to be indigenous Africans, dog. That's probably what's going through your head. That's probably what's going through the conscious community head. We understood that the Berbers, you know what I'm saying, was indigenous Africans. They just had a little different mix to them. But they still are considered indigenous African people. And see, that's the issue that Europeans had when they came in. When they started to see people, right, that didn't look like the Negro, then they started saying, well, these are invading people. That was the game that everybody played. They couldn't distinguish the diversity in Africa. There's no one way to be African. Berbers are African. Egyptians are African. West Africans are African. Khoisan are African. Kenyans are Africans. People from Morocco are Africans. There's no one way to be African. It's the most diverse population on planet Earth. People from Korea are Asians. Japanese are Asians. Chinese are Asians. People in India are Asians. People in the Caucasus Mountains are Asians. See how different they all look? But they Asians. Let this continue. This when I realized that, gotta remove that word.
Population of non-black people. So it's no way y'all can sit here now and say that they are.
I can't speak for everybody else, but we've been recognized that the Berbers was African and indigenous. 10 years ago, we've been realizing. I don't know about the rest of the community. Simple as that. So let's keep moving. So you can be African, indigenous in Africa, and be African. And I'm telling you, the confusion is the term black. Watch it. Watch this. That's when I knew I needed to clean all that up. Watch this. Here you go.
Black.
You talking to me?
No. What?
Yeah, me.
You believe?
This is what I'm saying. It's not a belief.
Listen,
generally speaking,
we're arguing over beliefs.
To be black. And since I don't want to enact the silly shit, right? So for biological reasons, right? We don't have to use black and white in this conversation.
Well, that's our conversation. No, that's our conversation, though.
So really, y'all were just being silly the whole time.
How's that being silly?
Hold on, because in biology, there is no race of black people or white people in biology.
We talk about black and white all the time. So now you don't understand it?
It's a social construct, bro.
So what?
It's not a so what. So we're talking about biological organisms. When we talk about people of the Nile.
The thing about it, it's hard to even have this conversation if we can't distinguish it.
See, now y'all see exactly what the issue was. Now y'all see what the issue was. They couldn't never stop using the word black. They couldn't never put in this proper cultural context. It was them, not me. I recognize that, yo, all of a sudden, if you don't talk about the Egyptians, right, in terms of being black and white, there's no other way for us to understand that population. That's the shit they actually said out their mouth, y'all. Now, and then Chef's response was always, so now you don't know what black is? Hell no, I don't know what black is based off the way it's scrambled up. That's why we don't even use it. Why? Because it's actually pseudoscience. That's why. Because right now I could show you pictures of people that you would swear was black. And if you were saying that black was synonymous with Africa, then I could show you people that you think actually came directly from Africa, and they would not have. They actually come from Eastern Asia. That's the issue. Y'all hear it right here. We're actually teasing out what the real problem was. That was 2 years ago. Now, all of a sudden, they gotta be black or don't gotta be black. We gotta use that. That's why we stay confused. Don't hate me, hate the game. I was like, so y'all playing. That's how they was playing. That's the moment. That's the play right there. We gotta use the word black to talk about the Egyptians, else we won't know. Really? That's the game they was trying to play. I say, nah, dog, I can't get that to y'all no more, yo. I ain't gonna be able to do that, yo. Y'all playing with it, yo. I got to keep this strictly on the science, yo, so we can understand it. I got to keep it anthropological so we can get some understanding. That's why you could never get no understanding, right, when you saying everybody, because everybody is black. Remember the one drop move? That would literally make everybody black, y'all. People of color, everybody's a damn person of color, damn near. 98% of the population of people of color, yo, if we use that type of standard. Think about that. Think about how could you look at the map? Oh, y'all think I'm just making that up, yo? Y'all ain't never looked at the map, yo? Y'all ain't never really looked at the map. Stop it. Come on, man. Confusion. Listen, confusion. And the question on the screen, what did Dr. Benham told us? They had us fucking confused. he definitely had us confused with that. That was definitely that was confusion, yo, because we would get out there, yeah, the Egyptians is black, and they were like, hold on, wait a minute. Confusion. Absolutely, yo. Man, Dr. Benham told us that, yo, and they got that wrong. Yeah, because it's confusion. Here you go. Nina Jablonski. All right. Here you go. Here you go. Based off this map, if you're going to say what skin color is, from browns, the dark browns, right there, all Australia, the whole of Africa, the whole of Arabia, Middle East. Look at the Middle East. Y'all see the Middle East. You would damn near have to go all the way up to zone 3, yo. Y'all see that, right? With the beige, the browner. Hey, there you go, y'all. Damn near the majority of Mesoamerica, all of Mexico, all that. All of Florida, all that. Yeah. That be people of color, huh? That's the point I'm trying to make, yo. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's confusion. That's why we actually got it all wrong and crazy, because we base it off of skin color, yo. That's what we got wrong. That's what we messed it up at, because we based off of skin color. So what it says, so what about what Dr. Bennett Ivan Van Sertima told us? So what about it? Ivan Van Sertima's book has been totally corrected on certain issues that he got wrong. Not a problem. Dr. Ben, his work has been corrected, right? Not a problem. And we appreciate the work they put in. You don't even know there's a correction until you see the damn mistake to make a damn correction. I said, you don't even know there's a correction until you see the thing that needs to be corrected. So we respect the struggle they went through fighting against global racism, white supremacy. They said the Egyptians were some white people coming from such and such and such and such outside of Africa. That's how we get here right now. We clean it all the way up. And we only clean it up because we're actually doing the same thing that Dr. Benz and them did. They just pushed it to the experts, and we went one more step, yo. We took off the racialization because that was where the confusion lies. That's why the whole community be confused, because they play with a word that can be applied to damn near everybody. That's the confusion. There you go. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I'm smelling the blood of the pseudo ones. Yeah. Well, I tell you. All right, let me finish this out. Did we get on something?
Human beings, and if every
So we stop right there. So see how they can keep running it back and forth? When the real conversation is these people African? That's the real conversation. But the word black will throw, whoa, hold on. They not black, they African, they not, can't use that. Now that's where we at. And this was damn near 3 years ago. And that was the point. That's why you will never hear me use that word anachronistic ever again. Because it makes no sense. And we argued over that shit like it was crazy. Now you got people trying to add on to that shit. Oh, I see people trying to, oh, you know, the Berbers ain't black, right? Nigga, ain't nobody black before colonialism. See, I had to sharpen my shit all the way up. Now they all fucked. Now it's razor sharp. I will stay having an anthropological conversation. I will stay saying that. I will keep saying it's anachronism. Prior to colonialism, those people wasn't referred to as that. Those people themselves didn't refer to themselves as that. Yes, the Berbers are indigenous African people, regardless of what the racialized terms you want to apply to them. No, they black, no, they white, no, they green, no, they purple. That's the confusion. And it was a smoke screen they was using. Chef was using the smoke screen. Chief X was using the smoke screen. Because at the end of the day, they know the real conversation was these people indigenous to Africa? Was they indigenous Africans? That was always the real conversation. And they hid it under that wild term black. And it was confusion. We went back and forth. And that's when I say, nah, yo, that's foolishness. I'm not using that term anymore. That's foolishness. Let me run it back again, make sure we got this straight. So now you're on the moment, I was like, nah, it's too much wiggle room for them on that. They playing this. They playing with us. Let me go back.
And say that they are black.
You talking to me though.
No. What?
Yeah. So I'm saying, you talking to me, yo. You know what I'm saying. But you keep easing the word black in there on it. You talking to me, Chef. You know what I mean, bro. I'm saying they're indigenous Africans. And I told you how Rising and all them made indigenous Africans synonymous with black. They played a little game. That was a little game. And then when they realized that Egypt, right, had different variety of people, and then all of a sudden, yo, they started putting separation on what African was and what it wasn't, to the point where they say these skulls right here had to come from someplace else to build this civilization. They said it like these non-black people built that. See that word confusion again. This is during these times of scientific racism. Now, once you clear all of that up, the scientific racism up, and the scholars get it straight, and the scientific community get it straight, then you will have an argument that will last forever if the people in these communities keep using the term black, because you really get no understanding out of what ancient Egypt was, what ancient Ghana was, what ancient populations in South Africa, East Africa was. As long as you keep playing with that term, that can fit on anybody, right, that ain't from quote unquote Europe, anybody that's darker than what you feel they should be. You will never get an understanding of it, and that's why we keep fighting. That's the point. But right here, I understood that. I was like, oh, okay, I see where this is going at. Here you go.
You believe?
This is what I'm saying. It's not a belief.
Listen,
generally speaking,
we're arguing over beliefs.
To be black. And since I don't want to enact the silly shit, right? So for biological reasons, right, we don't have to use black and white in this conversation. Well, see, I said, so I don't want to enact the silly shit. What's the silly shit? The silly shit y'all been seeing for the last 3 years. That's what that silly shit. Black, they're not black, they black, they black, they're not black, they black, they black, they black, black, black. Australians black, they're not black, they black, black, black. Oceanian, they black, they're not black, they black, they I think they black, they not black, they brown, they brown, they brown, they black, they black. This silly shit. Can't have no, I mean, it's good for content for y'all to watch. Watch us cut each other out. The black, what's black? It ain't black. Chef come on here and say, hey, pseudo killers don't know what black is now. That they actually got ran off their position to the point where they made them not know what black is. He actually said that. That Smash, Reggie and them made us stop using black. What the hell is he talking about? It's an outright foolery. Complete foolery. We completely understand that we black and proud. I've been black and I'm proud since I was 6. Matter of fact, I remember the moment when I first ever uttered the words. I was 5. I said I'm black and I'm proud. And I always give y'all the example of how with my cousin was a little more darker than me. Just a little more darker than me. I was like, I say, shit, man, boy, I got that pretty skin. I said some slick shit like that. My cousin, he was always witty. He was like, what? Huh? I'm black and I'm proud. Now, y'all want no more darker than me. A little bit, right? He hit me with the shit was slick. He was like, what? Huh? I'm black and I'm proud. I was like, oh, you got me. Good one. I say, yeah, you right. I'm black and I'm proud, yo. That was 5. So I ain't never letting a group of niggas tell me what black is and what it ain't. Yo, the study of it was a great thing we did. Go check out the videos with the word black in the title. We do a great job. The work is there. Nobody can control the narrative because the work is there. We got parts wrong. We got parts right. But it was that moment right there 2 years ago when I was like, I got it. I see they trying to use that against me. I'm never going to allow them that they use that against me again. So y'all, that's the video right there. Go back and look at that video. We did a great job on that. You know, if Chef want to critique it, he can. You know what I mean? You know, niggas is using the content. I'm not striking nobody's channel. I'm not doing all that. All right? But if you're a sucker and use my content, you're in trouble. Y'all know we building with the experts. You take that and be wild, you're in trouble. I done paid for mines. I invested in mines. I'm gonna let y'all know. I ain't just on YouTube without an investment in my damn brand. Y'all tripping. You ain't just running around using my shit. My shit paid for. Most y'all ain't gonna do that. So respect the brands. Respect the pseudo killers. Collection of brothers and sisters volunteering. Then build up a damn war chest. Respect that. Respect the community of skeptics. Respect that. Yeah, they can't do it the way we do it. That's the issue. And I ain't talking about Chef. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all probably don't. All the rest of them. All the rest of them, they way the hell off. Chef just be playing, yo. He gotta be playing, yo. Play too much, yo. Let me finish this off. I done dropped the link. Y'all want to jump in, right?
Oh, that's our conversation. No, that's our conversation, though.
So really, y'all were just being silly the whole time.
How's that being silly?
Hold on, because in biology, there is no race of black people or white people in biology.
We talk about black and white all the time. So now you don't understand it.
It's a social construct, bro.
So what?
Yeah. So see, if we talking about a population in the Nile Valley, then you have to look at it. You don't have to do anything, but one that wants to get clarity and understanding would have to use the anthropological studies on the situation and get an understanding of what the population is in the Nile Valley. And you know, we got the works and the homeworks in the books, man. Right. So in the books like this one right here are the genetics of African populations and health and disease, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is an anthropological look. This is about the genes. Samantha Kiata. So Martha Kiata, he puts in work on that. And they all try to misuse this brother, and it's funny as hell to me. So it's here. I'm just trying to let y'all know. It's a crazy, wild conversation if you're not using anthropology to understand the Nile Valley. You're not trying to get understanding. You're trying to play the wild conscious community thing. There is no other way to understand that shit but through anthropology. I'm telling y'all now. Anthropology includes linguistics. That's one area that they overemphasize. It's crazy as hell when they do that. You got to read the meta-nature, the language. No, y'all, linguists, that's one part of it. Archaeology, what you can dig up. Paleoevolution. Genetics. I mean, all this shit is part of anthropology, yo. So as intelligent, outstanding Black Americans, we have learned to use the experts. And the experts use anthropology. They don't just look at this shit and say they Black. Y'all know who did that, right? It was Reisner and them. It was those dudes. Early Egyptology did that. It was the early colonialists that tagged us Black. So we come right here. Look, it's all right here. Remember that? And I knew it. And I knew this would come back to haunt all of them because I always use this. If you can go back in any show, this was always the first source. And they joked me about Wikipedia, did all that. Some scholars argued that the ancient Egyptian culture was influenced by Afro-Asiatic speaking population in North Africa and the Horn of Africa in the Middle East. Let me move right here. Here you go. Mainstream scholars. Y'all probably don't know where Afro-Asiatic come from. Ethiopia, the hills, based off of studying grains. Let me keep going though. Mainstream scholars reject the notion that Egypt was white or Black civilization. That's the mainstream scholars, right? They maintain that applying modern notions of Black and white races to ancient Egypt is anachronistic. Remember all this we did? Got all the sources right here. All right, Encyclopedia Ancient Archaeology, all that. Look. In addition, scholars reject the notion implicit in the notion of a Black or white Egyptian hypothesis. The Black hypothesis was Diop's. Y'all forgot that, huh? See, they rejected it. Or white Egyptian hypothesis that the ancient Egyptians was racially homogenous instead, meaning that there wasn't no perfect Egyptian civilization. Remember we talked about that the other day? Perfect, that like the faulty premise. What's the faulty premise? That there's a unmixed perfect African. Doesn't make sense. The ancient Egyptians was racially homogenous. Instead, skin color varied between the peoples of Lower Egypt and Upper Egypt and Nubia. See that? Who in various eras rose to power in ancient Egypt? Within Egyptian history, despite multiple foreign invasions, right? The demographics were not shifted substantially by large migrations. Yeah, I was always read this, yo. And y'all remember it like it was fucking yesterday. So what is anybody talking about? They playing with y'all. They can't come back and do what I'm doing right here. See, that's the difference. That's why I keep it the way I keep it. I keep it real basic. That way, when I say, yo, I've been using this from the day one. They laughed at me with this. This was the joke. They look right here. Look, this was the joke. Look, ha 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 ha. This is the laugh. They laughed at me with this one. The ha 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 ha. Hey, I know what they talking about. Ha ha ha. Yeah, they laughed at me with this. It was the laughter. They laughter. It gave me laughter. Climate control. Remember that? Yeah, everybody, we finally had a good show yesterday when we went over this, and everybody like, oh, goddamn. Damn. Everybody started to get a little understanding on that one. Man, why ain't let me in? Institution, let me see. Damn, get me in there. Let me see. Real quick here. want y'all to see this. Y'all been using this like butter. This is 2006. I was on top of that. Crazy, yo. Crazy. Studying the Sahara. Let me get this over here. Let me see. Look. Here you go. Everybody seen this. Look, y'all, look. Right. I ain't never made no mistake talking about they came from the moon. That's the Nile Valley right there. Oasis, Napta Playa right here. Right? Y'all see the oldest cedar cattle right there? 9,000. Look, 9,000. Right? Napta. That's in southern Egypt. Napta Playa. Western Desert. I got the books with the people that wrote on Napta Playa. Did all that. Come on, yo. Jabari and them, they fronting, yo. They playing with y'all. All this. Nubia. Gift Kabir. I got the book. $300 from Germany. Talking about Gift Kabir. Look at that. Y'all see that? Gift Kabir. When can I make this bigger? Look. Hey, there you go. Look. Here you go. Look. Look at that. Napta Playa. How long have I been talking about Napta Playa? Look. Now, look, forging. So these people was in the middle. They was forging and they had a cattle coat and they was mobile. There's another site. Look. Then you get the Nubia, Sudan. 9,000. Look at the key right there with the different things. So come on, dude. We've been on this shit from day one, right? We've been on it. Look. They don't know what this is. Look. Main occupation, onset of the drying, right? Different maps. Look, hey, come right here. This is the famous one that everybody know for real. I think we got some real clarity yesterday. Here, yo. Yeah, that's why I repeat things over and over and over again. So we can get good clarity on it. Right? So that I know I'm gonna have to come back and double back on these dudes. I already know I got to double back on everybody because everybody be playing, yo. I take this super serious, yo. Yep. Yeah, I take it serious. Now I know I could always rely on this. This shit is solid because ain't nobody even in the desert doing this. See, I know that. There's only one person that was actually going in the desert recording these sites, yo. Yeah, and I give y'all the name and look up the person. Here you go. Look, it's these two guys right here. Look. Come on, yo. Know what the hell I'm talking about? Look, Rudolph Cooper. Go ahead and spend the 400 to get the book. And then Stephen Copeland. Yeah, look at his lectures. Right. That's where I be at. I don't know where everybody else be at. So there you go. Ain't hard for me. Yeah, I love being in the game, yo. Let me finish this off, man. Hold on. Yeah, don't let nobody trick y'all like that, yo. It's not a so what. So we're talking about biological organisms. When we talk about people of the Nile.
The thing about it, it's hard to even have this conversation if we can't distinguish human beings. And if everybody is just all one, we are the world, why even to have this conversation? Then everybody's the same. Human beings are just human beings. So we can't even have a conversation if we're going to go off that point right now.
Absolutely.
The whole point is to distinguish who the Egyptians are from sub-Saharan African.
Oh,
we have to use. Hold on. We have to use these terms. If we're gonna just say everybody's everybody and we all one human race, then this is not even a conversation.
Hey, right, but you're correct. You're correct, Chief X. So we do have terms. We have terms called ethnogenesis and ethnicity. We do have terms. We have culture.
But let me tell you this one thing, Reggie. Just check this out, because I kind of made a bad context when they were talking about Africa being the dark continent. They were specifically talking about sub-Saharan Africa, not all of Africa, because those people, Romans and Greeks, was doing business.
So in actuality, when they was talking about it being the dark continent, they was talking about they didn't know shit about it, mysterious to their motherfucking ass. And they were saying it was, the forests and the savannas, they had not explored it, yo, and it was mysterious to them. Yeah, my fault, Joe. I had that shit on mute too.
That's why I jumped on. I'm like, Oak is rocking, but ain't nobody here. Nothing he said.
Did you know what, yo? Sometimes, yeah, that was a mistake. But y'all can actually, if you just look at it visually, right? Visually
Right.
speaking. So if they saying the Sahara, right? Those orange dots right there are actually the Sahara. So if sub-Saharan Africa is south of that, then damn near half of a quote unquote Sudan ain't sub-Saharan Africa, yo.
Mm.
Right there in front of your face. You see this the angled
The
lines
light
and orange?
green.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, okay, but that the light green is is what they call Sudan, right?
Right.
Give it and it fluctuates based off of who's taking control of the polity, who's naming it, whether it's sub-Saharan Africa or not. It can go back and forth. That's why they got it in that color right there. But if a sub-Saharan African country, right, is everything south of the Sahara, then all of Sudan is not south of the Sahara. So it's a
That's a
geopolitical
good map.
boundary and border, right? So if we talking populations, right, and you running your fat lip and say ain't no sub-Saharan Africans in Egypt, you tripping. It didn't make no damn sense. But they let
Right.
niggas get away
Happiness
with
a day.
that.
Right.
They let them get away with that. And then they
Right.
side with individuals like that. I'm not
I don't think
siding.
nobody thinking about it like this though. This is real good.
How else is you supposed to think about it? It's, right. It's called geography. And that's why this book, I don't know, did you get the book Death with Expertise?
Yeah, I done dropped something in the Discord on that too.
All right.
I'm hoping Juju see it.
So listen, so the point I want to make here is that, yo, the one thing he talked about is that Americans don't even understand geography.
Right, you would have got me with this though. If you would have asked me, I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
If you would have asked me yesterday, hey Joel, is the Sudan below the Sahara? I would have said yeah. I would have.
Oh,
I would have said
you would have said yeah.
yeah.
Oh, you said
because in my mind, without looking at this map, in my mind, I'm thinking the Sudan is below the Sahara.
yeah, it's not.
But it just runs through it.
It runs through it.
You messed me up with that one.
So the
That's
people
good.
saying it like this: we're gonna wait for white people later on to change it. We're gonna stay. We're not gonna move. It's the craziest shit ever, yo. The Nile, the river itself is a conduit, yo. And I never forget what Dr. Ben said in early times, yo. The river moves towards the Mediterranean. So you got people on trees, dug out trees, yo, floating down the river, yo, to find new settlements, yo. That occurs. You ain't got no steamboat to go against the fucking current. You know what I'm saying? So people use, and they also use the river as a guide. See, most people ain't even been in a goddamn river to know. There's spaces between the forest and rivers where you can walk at times. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to walk around the forest to get back to the river. You know how rivers cut through back and forth. It's hard. So human beings do that. They migrate back and forth, yo. So experts never say that it ain't no sub-Saharan. That's not even crazy. And then you got all the grave sites of what they perceive to be sub-Saharan Africans, right? And then sometimes the Nubians is right. So we just use anthropology and it clears it up for us, yo, because pseudos can take advantage of both sides of the conversation.
Facts.
They can take advantage of both sides of the conversation, yo. That's why in that video, which I was mischaracterized by Sheffrin, at that point 2 years ago, I was like, I see what y'all doing now. Y'all playing with the word black now, right? Y'all, how can you separate saying black and African Americans? So when you say black, you saying Egyptians is black, and you saying Egyptians is African Americans. They was playing all that type of game. I'm like, no, hold on, yo, that's confusion. I got it now, and I said I will stick to what anthropology says. That way, it's clear for us to understand the points we're trying to make, yo.
Exactly. Yep. And you know, I never thought I would say I agreed with something that Chief Messy X said, but and that John, he said that if we just gonna use one term to apply to everybody, then how you gonna decide who's who?
Yeah,
you might as well not have the conversation. The conversation's really over.
So see, you agree with me before you actually thought about it. Reggie gives an answer because we have other terms that we use. We use their name.
Right.
The name of the people, right?
Yeah, what's the name of the people?
We use their ethnicity. What's their ethnicity?
Country or something.
Right. We don't gotta use black and white. That's why in the source they say we don't do that. Because you could actually find a skull. Watch this. You could actually find a skull in Egypt, right? That looks like a skull that you found in Europe. Remember they had that issue? Right. They wasn't thinking in terms of evolution when they first got there, when they dug this shit up, yo. They wasn't thinking that. They wasn't.
They didn't have that information though.
They had Charles Darwin his book was already published.
Yeah, but they don't have the tool. They didn't have the tools that we have now. That's what I'm saying.
They had Charles Darwin. They just wasn't agreeing with it. That's why I did the shows on when did they first make the statements of race. Because and then they fought World War II, the Great War. They called it the Great War. The Great War was fought over the race. Because he burned people up in the oven, yo. Because he said, we the master race. Yeah, you lost 6 million Jewish people based off of racism, yo. You lost 12 million African people based off of racism, based off of the classification system, right? Black, white, Nordic race, Alpine race. Yeah. 12 million Africans, 6 million Jewish people based off that wild pseudo-scientific, yo.
The folk want to hold on to that. Dang.
Crazy to me, yo.
Oh, well.
I'm not promoting that, right?
Me neither.
We sit on the other side. So for me personally, right, I sit on the other side of it. We had to fight our way through, say, yo, I'm not negative because of the color of my skin, yo. I'm black and I'm proud. When I say I'm black and I'm proud, that's my political statement. When I say I'm a black American, that's a political statement for me. It's not a biological statement. That's a political statement, you know, that what
that's fist in the air right there.
Right there, yo.
Yeah.
And we are sophisticated and nuanced enough to know when to apply it and when not to. Yeah, when I'm in a biological conversation, right, I'm not going to apply a political term. I'm not going to apply a racialized term. I'm not going to do that. But see, we don't have that level of sophistication, yo. Right. I'm not saying that Chef and Corey and them that they claim to practice, you know, that scientific literacy don't have that sophistication, but then they playing then. See, then y'all playing. Because y'all know it's a political statement whenever you say that. It's not a biological statement.
Right.
So
yeah. Well, good show, man. I'm gonna just listen in. I gotta take my butt to work. I just figured I'd jump on. Yeah,
appreciate you, man. I'm saying, what part did I miss? What did I make everybody miss? I think we went back over this map again, trying to basically show it's interesting, but y'all see it. That's important. Yeah, this is a political thing right here, y'all. Yeah, it's not actually how the weather work and all that. Like, it's crazy. It's political. Appreciate you though, Joe, for jumping in though, bro. So yeah, that's what we have.
I'm gonna listen in. I'm gonna stay in, just listen in.
All right. All right, let's see what we got in the chat, man. I put the link in there, man. Y'all can pop up, yeah. You see, all Mackin, you have to admit the Egyptians were great people. Huh. What else we got here? Let's see what we got. Let me see, the dark-skinned people above and below the Sahara Desert. Now, as you move south through the Sahara, people tend to get darker because you're moving close to the equator. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, indigenous black man, you gotta read, man. You don't read, man. You can't read, yo. Yeah, you're not a ferocious reader, yo. You reading religious materials on the subject. Yep, and you're welcome to come on. Everybody welcome to come on, right? So yeah, I just wanted to make sure that, you know, narratives aren't promoted in the name of the pseudo killers. We clearly understand what black is. And we understand it so much, we know when and when not to apply the political term. We know when and when not to apply the racialized term. That's how much we understand that. So I ain't gonna let nobody do the group like that. Right? Not gonna let nobody do me like that. So I'm saying it out my mouth. I clearly know what the hell black is and what it's not. Clearly understand that. Clearly. So dark-skinned people were in North Africa. Yep. Before the time of slavery. Yep. It's right there on the map. Look, watch this. Look, the map tell that. Absolutely. The map definitely tell that. It's funny. Right, and this is even better. Look at this map. All the green. Look. Look. All the lime green. Lime green is Sub-Saharan Africa. North Africa clearly includes Sudan. There you go. Eritrea is Sub-Saharan Africa. Djibouti, Ethiopia, Somali. Now, the text was reading yesterday, all these countries, Northeast Africa. Let's see what Northeast Africa is. That's what Egypt is. Egypt is in Northeast Africa. Northeast Africa. Northeast Africa. Situated Northeast Africa. Northeast Africa was known in the past as a geographical regional term, right? Then we geography used to refer to countries of Africa situated in and around the Red Sea. This region is intermediate between North Africa, East Africa, and encompasses the Horn of Africa, Djibouti, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Somalia, as well as Egypt and Libya and Sudan. There you go. That's why they want to stay away from this term, because that's really where Egypt is. Y'all see that dark green? So these populations, right, coalesce together. Regardless of the DNA mixing and all that, yeah, it is what it is, right? These people range. That whole conversation about where the Nile convergence is and all that nonsense is down here, right? I showed y'all that maybe later on I'm gonna show you the grave sites and all that. This is all the way down here that can match up with grave sites right here. It's just cultural things that they shared, right? Ain't even talking about how the people look. Just the things that they share. You read Christopher Eric's book, he talking about morphology in the teeth, cranial structures. So that's why I always say Egypt is a Northeast African, because it is Northeast Africa, y'all. People just want to say they North Africans. No, they're not just North Africans. They're Northeast Africans. Northeast Africa is in North Africa. Yeah, but it's Northeast Africa. When we look at a daggone a map, right? Longitude and latitude, and use a compass, it's going to be Northeast Africa. But they stay away from the Northeast Africa term, because then you got to look at how people in Eritrea look, right? You got to know, and then you realize what the people in Eritrea and Somali don't look like the people in West Africa. But there is no one way to be African. So yeah, yo, there's a lot of pseudoisms going on both sides of the thing, yo. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now, yo. Yeah, craniometrics was misused by, I wouldn't even say that. No, I would say it was misused by, hold on, I'm gonna show you father scientific racism, yo. I think you messing that up. Yeah, yo, you messing that up, yo. The one that started the field, that would be Samuel. Let's do Samuel real quick. Let's do Samuel Morton. I want to do Samuel Morton for y'all. We do a little Samuel Morton here. Let's do Samuel Morton. Let's do Samuel Morton. Here you go. Samuel Morton. Who is Samuel Morton? All right. Look, was an American physician, naturalist, scientist, right? And writer, right? As one of the early figures in scientific racism. Okay. He argued against monogenicism. You know what I'm saying? Like He argued against one origin of humanity. That's basically what he did. Whereas though Charles Darwin was a monogenesis, right? He said it was one origin that was based off his faith. And then after he went and collected the scientific data, he comes up with his scientific theory, which is different from a regular theory. Most people don't even understand that. So he was a ponogenicism. All right. A theory of multiple racial creations, right? They started to devise this thing. All right. Early career. Look, American School of Ethnology. Samuel Morton is often thought of as the originator of the American School of Ethnology, a school of thought in the antebellum America, science that claimed the difference between humans was one of species. Like they thought each group was a different species rather than a variety. This is what everybody messed this term up in Charles Darwin's work. It say, and is seen by some as the origin of scientific racism. See, it was actually Morton. Morton's claim that the Bible supported polygenicism and working in the biblical framework, his theory stated that each race had been created separately and each was given specific irrevocability characteristics. I pronounced that wrong. Let me get that right.
Irrevocable.
Irrevocable. Irrevocable. Let's look up the meaning of it. Irrevocable. Irrevocable. Not able to be changed. All right. So he was basically saying that, you know, once you locked in, you can't change. Well, it ain't even true, yo. You can have a baby, the baby look a little different. That was just all wrong, man. Right. And then after inspecting 3 mummies, from ancient Egypt catacombs, Morton concluded that Caucasians and Negroes were already distinct 3,000 years ago. So I told y'all when they went there, they found the skulls that they was classifying as Negroes, and they found skulls that they was classifying as Caucasians in Egypt in the 3 mummies. See that? And that's when Rising and them said, well, the Negroes is there, because he said the Negroes was numerous in there, right? Negroes there were innumerable. There you go. See, Morton claimed that he could define intellectual ability of the race by skull capacity. That's him. And his collection was at Penn State, Academy of Sciences of Pennsylvania, until 1966, when it was transferred to the Penn Museum, where it is presently curated. There you go. Then if you look here, right, he has some letters, his evolving views of the race of the Egyptians, right, where he starts to change it. Samuel Morton addressed several letters to George Gittins, right? He's also one of those races in Egyptology. Look it up. I talk about it in my book. I am more than ever confirmed in my old statement that North Africans was people by an indigenous and aboriginal people who were dispossessed by Asiatic tribes. It say these aboriginals could not have been Negroes because the latter were never adapted to the climate and are nowhere now, nor ever have been inhabitants of these latitudes. Were they Barbara or some better race, more nearly aligned to the Arabian race? Question mark. Right? And another letter to Gittins. By the hands of the person to whom you confine them, I last night received chronologies and in 10 case of face facsimile drawings. Lepsis. All right, so he gets these facsimile drawings. A facsimile is a direct copy from the original. It say these then studied in connection with the Egyptian head skulls, and especially with the small series sent to me from Memphis. All right, so he was getting the work from Egypt. It's a by our brother William. It's a 17 in number and very ancient. Compel me to to recant. Look, compel me to recant so much of my published opinions as respect to the origin of the Egyptians. He said they never came from Asia. See what I'm saying? This is in 1849. The father of scientific racism started to change his damn opinion. Said they never came from Asia, but are indigenous and aborigine inhabitants of the Nile Valley. He said, I have taken this position in my letter to J.R. Bartlett in this particular journal, Ethological Social Journal. It says, every day has verified it, and your drawing settled it for me in my mind. It has cost me a mental struggle to acknowledge this conviction, but I can withhold it no longer. He was like, man, they're indigenous to Africa, yo. It's another letter, goes on and on and on. He said, you allude to my altered views in ethology, but it all consists in regarding the Egyptian race as the indigenous people to the Nile Valley, not Asiatics in any sense of the word, but what is this? Man, shit. Rough one on this one. Autochthones. Autochthones. The hell is that autochthone? We're going to find out, ain't we? Autochthones. Autochthones. Purely autochthones. Okay. An original or indigenous inhabitants. Okay. All right. Of the country. So now you know what autochthone is. And the authors of their own civilization. This in which will recollect is that of Champollion, Huron, and others, excepting only that they do not apply the word indigenous to the Egyptians. In no wise conflict with their Caucasian position. This is interesting. Highly indigenous, but yet is not conflicting with the Caucasian position. It say for the Caucasian group had many premortal centers, see, of which the Egyptians represent one. So they still throw this in. Remember they had the 5 races: Caucasoid, Caucasian, Mongoloid, Negroid, Oceania, and Native American. Y'all remember that? And here's a skull collection, right? Ancient cranial from Thebes by Morton term Negro heads. So in Thebes, right, they yield rather than old Egyptian type. There you go. So he was saying there was Negro heads in ancient Egypt. There you go. See, Knots and Gideon, types of humans, page 226. I wish I could show y'all a picture of that. It was very interesting, yo. I mean, very interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, bring up Knox. Let me see. If I get a picture for y'all. The game they was playing, yo, was real wild at that point, yo. Science Photo Library. I'm gonna come to the Science Photo Library for y'all. Show you the kind of games they was playing, yo. Let me see. There you go. There you go. The proposed hierarchy of mankind. There you have it. And you see right here, they have the Negro head closer to the chimpanzee. All right. Illustration from types of humankind written by proponent ethnogenesis Knox, Joseph Clark Knox in 1804, and George Giddon. The book theory was to prove that the African race, has wholly separated from the Caucasian or white race. The book was embraced by slavery sympathizers as scientific proof that the African race was inferior. There you go. That's what they did. They were saying the African race in Africa. There you go. Pick the wildest person. Boom. Tried to pick the best Caucasian, and then put us right next to that. That's the scientific racism, y'all. That's what that is right there. Now y'all see. There you have it. Hey, man. Look, man, show some love, man. Let me hit this. Where we at? Take this minute. Man, hit them cash apps, man. Show some love, man. Y'all want to catch me back in the morning, man? Show some love, man. Look, we do take
First things first,
Hey, you know what it is.
Dummies, edible place for the gummies. Gotta keep them coming. There's a roll the dice, but nothing better motherfucking move.
Better move, but the cash app money. Man, show some love, man. Y'all like this morning show, man. Man, while y'all at work, y'all know what it is,
nothing better
man.
motherfucking move. First things first,
Yeah.
iconic, freaks out of honeys, dummies. Edible place for the gummies. Gotta keep
The
them
gummies.
coming. There's a roll the dice, but nothing better motherfucking move but the money.
Nothing better move but the cash app money,
But
man.
nothing better motherfucking move but the money.
Nothing better move but the money.
Motherfucking move. Shoot another invoice.
Invoice.
Work about a 9, need to get Royce. Yeah,
Royce.
let it shine, it's the kid choice. Yeah, my
choice.
humble pie was a bit moist.
Big
Punk
moist.
told me to do it big, bro.
Big, bro.
Ain't did it how you did, bro.
How you
The
did,
boys
bro.
ain't living how you live, bro.
Yeah,
I know you
man.
hear me knocking,
Get
let
that
me
like
in,
and
bro.
subscribe,
I'm
yo.
a beacon of
Hey.
light every time that I speak in the mic. The
Man, show
electrolyte
some
be
love,
the
yo.
light that's giving you light. See what's done in the dark, go come to the light. Hell raising, you taking a heavenly flight. See the Glock is clipped up, the blunts is all woods, the insurance paid up,
All
my
woods.
bitches paid
Y'all
good.
know
The
what it
dice
is.
in my hand, I smile
Man,
as
like,
I should,
subscribe,
cause I'm about to
Pseudo
roll a
Killas,
fucking
please.
first things first.
First thing first.
All the honeys, dummies,
The honeys.
edible place for the gummies. Gotta keep
The
them
gummies.
coming. There's a roll the dice, but nothing better.
Nothing better move but the cash app money. Man, we take likes and subscribes. We take cash apps. We take PayPals. We take donations. We take any help you got. That's how we doing it. We ain't rejecting no love. Simple as that, yo. We got to make sure that there's no depth to expertise. Got to make sure that we exactly where we supposed to be, on par with our contemporaries. Got to make sure we ain't spitting pseudoisms. Very important. Yeah, we can have a conversation dealing with, where you at, black man? Carl Linnaeus. That's a good one. Maybe we'll schedule that conversation about Carl Linnaeus and the scientific categories he produced. Yeah, we right there. I ain't confused, fam. I talked about the guy that was talking about Egypt. They used the cranial information. I ain't confused. You may be confused. Man, read that article, Scientific Racism. Racism. Got everybody in that. Let's see. People, remember, ethnic groups related. Let's see. We can go right here. Right. Antecedents. Ideological applications. Racial theories and physical anthropology. Racial theories and physical anthropology. Yeah, they was just having fun with that. Yep, scientific classification established by, like I said, by Carl Linnaeus is requesicate. I can't even say the word right. God damn. Man, God, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious, man. Goodness. Let me get some more sleep, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Did I share that? Let me share that. Requisite. All right. Okay. Is a requisite to any human racial classification scheme. All right. In the 19th century. Okay. Classification shows evolution was a conflation of competing social logic and anthropologic theories, proposing that Western European culture was the, let me see, hold on, Christian Bible, hold on, interpreted, Richard Furman, Thomas Cobb, enforced the ideas that Negroes had been created inferior. So these are the people that were saying they was inferior. And actually, I don't even think Carl Linnaeus did that. He didn't actually do that. Because this is the scientific racism article right here. And what role each one of them played in it. They'll let you know. Yes, I mean, yeah, you make Charles Darwin a racist though. So I mean, anybody just that was white. Yeah, like Vach, Carl Vach. The difference between them, he claimed, are greater than those between the species of apes. And this proves that the Negroes are separate species from the whites. It's this guy. Look. Let me show y'all this. I thought I was sharing this screen. All right, look. Now, look at him and tell he was wild. Yeah. Yeah, go get that. Go get that Carl Linnaeus work, yo. I'm up for that. Charles Darwin. Yep. Views on race have been a topic of much discussion and debate. According to Jackson and Wildman, Darwin was a moderate in the 19th century debate about race. He was not confirmed racist. He was a starch abolitionist. People, I remember niggas arguing me down about that. Starch abolitionists, for example. But he did think that there were distinct races that could be ranked in hierarchy. Jackson and Wildman. The racism, science, social impact. Pounds that statement right there. Darwin's influence on his book On the Species did not discuss human origins. The extended wording of the title, which adds by means of natural selection or the preservation of the favored races in the struggle for life, uses general terminology of biological races as an alternative for varieties, such as several races, for instance, of cabbage, and does not carry the modern connotation of races. Yeah, they all messed that up right there. So that's what we got, man. What time is it, man? All right, so we here. Been here for damn near 2 hours, man. I appreciate the love, man. Brother Craig, man, appreciate the love right there. Send love back. Appreciate that, man. All right, man, we're going to move forward, man. Appreciate y'all. All right, we out of here, man. Ain't got no more time for this one. Man, make sure y'all support the channels, man. We're going to be on tonight. Make sure y'all support the work. We'll be on about 8. Y'all know what it is, man. We ain't playing around here, man. Ain't got time to play. Man, how did I mess that up like that? No, we ain't got time, yo. We're going to keep it moving, man. I appreciate everybody that came through. It's a great day. Man, like and subscribe. See y'all tomorrow morning. Let me see who saved y'all. Yeah. Craig, you saved him. Guys, support me, yo. You support me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to support y'all. I fuck with who fuck with me. All right? Simple as that. At the end of the day, y'all, man, it's about being proper in y'all approach of understanding the world we live in, yo. Man, I appreciate all the supporters, man. Everybody hit that Cash App, man. Appreciate that love, yo. Yeah, Indigenous back, man. Yeah, you off, yo. You got to read a little bit more, yo. Up the game a little bit, man. Upgrade, yo. Man, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and support DQ Hampton, man. Put that music together. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. Man, upgrade that, man. Tell yourself the truth, man. You know what the hell we talking about half the time. Yeah, y'all know that's funny, right? Man, I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. The stars came out tonight, man. Bennett, JD, man, appreciate you, bro. John Nix, man, appreciate you. Miss Tiff, appreciate you. John Nix, man, appreciate you for becoming a member, bro. Some love right there, yo. Big up to John Nix, man. Yeah, remember, man, why don't y'all hit that subscription button right there, man. Become a member, man. $5, I believe, or $4.99 a month, man. That's just love, man. You know what I mean? Keep that coming, yo. I appreciate all that, man. One day we're gonna look at the whole thing gonna be lit up with the green, yo. That's real support, yeah. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate everybody, man, to come, even my haters, man. Kyle, appreciate you, bro. Y'all know what it is, man. Armin Ray. Yeah, that's DQ Hampton. Anointed Sadat. Armin Ray. Hey. Cha-cha-cha. Hey. Y'all know how we do, man. I see y'all tonight, man. 8 o'clock, man. Death by Expertise, man. Go ahead and get the download, man. Be ready for that show, man. Yeah. Miss you, Shazmo. I ain't see you, bro. Mm-hmm. That green look good, too. John Nix became a member. YouTube member. That's love right there, yo. Dedicated, yo. Dedicated to make sure y'all get it right. I ain't gonna be perfect. Never said I was. But I ain't gonna let nobody control the narrative. I refuse to. Work too hard. Take too much time away from my family. Like this joint up in green, man. Show some love, y'all. With that, man, I'm your host, Bobby Banger, God Killer, man. Appreciate y'all support me in this morning show, man. We're gonna keep it going. See y'all tomorrow, man. And with that, yo, peace and love, Black African power. And we out.